What's good, everybody? It's the Cloud with Cap Show. We got the NBA Conference Finals. This is iconic. Look, the Heat and the Celtics tied up 2-2, and I think this was a coin flip series. Ultimately, I was leaning more towards the Heat and also the Celtics. It's such a coin flip, but right now, I would still lean a little towards the Boston Celtics. I just think they have better chemistry. They have a better team overall coming into this playoffs. And looking at the Miami Heat right now, they're a little banged up with Tyler Hero and PJ Tucker. They're both questionable. Tyler Hero groin. If he's going to be out tonight in Game 5, I'm definitely taking the Boston Celtics. I mean, the betting favorite right now is definitely the Boston Celtics. Go money line. The spread's -2 on Boston. But I just think for Tyler Hero, if he's going to be out tonight, it's going to be terrible news for the Miami Heat. He's that guy to come in, give you a spark, give you some points. Off the bench. I mean, I think in theory Tyler Hero should be starting on this Miami Heat 5 right now. I understand he won Sixth Man of the Year. He did all these great things, but I think if they want to go to the NBA Finals yet again, I think that, Tyler Hero's got to be in that lineup. He's got to start eventually, but, he's definitely got to suit up tonight. He's got to suit up. I think this is a huge game for the Miami Heat. And then PJ Tucker, he's questionable with that knee injury. I think they need him as well. He's that guy to get you rebounds, do the dirty work. Kind of like a Draymond Green but I think for the Boston Celtics as well, Marcus Smart has to play tonight. I think, he's the same type of guy, a defender. He can get you points. He can get you rebounds. He can do all types of different things that Marcus Smart can. He can go on a streak to where he's hitting threes. It's sometimes rare, but I think Marcus Smart, he's got to play for the Boston Celtics. Now, the X factor for both teams, for the Miami Heat, it starts with Butler, and I think, I think for Jimmy Butler, you got to get in that groove. Starting in the first half, I want 20 plus points for Jimmy Butler in the first half to get the Miami Heat going, to get the flow going. I mean, we saw in Game 4, it was just a lopsided victory by the Boston Celtics. But I just think for the Miami Heat, it's got to get back in that group. I really do. And I just think, for the Boston Celtics, for Jason Tatum, he's got to go off as well. Averaging about 27 points a game. Jaylen Brown, to me, he's due for a big game. Jaylen Brown's been a little bit quiet here and there in the past couple games. I just think Jaylen Brown, he's due for that 30-point plus game here. And I think this is one of the games where Jaylen Brown's got to snap off here. This is the perfect timing. Game 5 in Miami. I think if Boston Celtics wins Game 5, they'll go back to the Garden in Game 6 and take care of business and handle the Heat in 6. Now, I think this is a really important game for the Miami Heat. I think it's more important for the Heat. Why? Because you're playing at home here. You do not want to lose Game 5 and then go to the Garden in Game 6 down 3-2 and then have to win 2 straight in a row. And I get it, Game 7's at Miami, but this is their Game 7 right here from the Miami Heat. And Coach Spoelstra, I'm saying, hey, this is what we got to do here to win the game. You have to win this game for the Miami Heat, because if you go down 3-2 in Boston, I think it's it for the Miami Heat. What a season for them. But I think, there's so many different X factors in this game right here. I just think, for Boston Celtics right now, they're the betting favorite, and it makes sense. I think all around they're the better team right now. I truly believe that, and to me, I just think for Jaylen Brown, like I said, those type of guys, and I think Jason Tatum, he's got to bring the game to him. And necessarily don't take bad, ill-advised shots. And I understand he wants to be like Kobe Bryant, kind of plays like a Kobe. The fadeaway, just the touch, the jumper that Jason Tatum has. It's so natural. It's so talented. And I love it, but I just think for him, don't force anything. I think let the game come to you, and it'll be natural. But I think this game is going to be a flip game. But if Tyler Hero's going to be out of the lineup, I'm definitely going Boston Celtics. I'll go heavy on the Boston Celtics. Now, Tyler Hero's in the lineup. It's still going to be questionable. I think for the Boston Celtics, Robert Williams III, this guy coming off the bench, giving them a spark, getting rebounds after rebounds, averaging about 10 boards a game. I think this guy, dude, he's no joke, fresh legs. He missed all last year with the injury. Now he's coming in and just fresh legs right now. And that's what the Boston Celtics need. And that's what Robert Williams brings to the table. And I like this guy. And I think, this is a spark as well. And I think, for the Miami Heat, they're going to have their hands full. They really are. And I just think looking at both rosters, yes, they are evenly matched as well, but I just think, I'm leaning more towards Boston right now. It'll be mainly a game time decision, but, I'm leaning towards the Boston Celtics with the victory in Game 5 at Miami Heat tonight. And then we got the Mavs versus the Warriors. This is a classic matchup, but yet the Warriors almost swept the Dallas Mavericks. They did it, though. They lost in Game 4, which shout out to the Dallas Mavericks, but the Warriors are up 3-5. I told you guys in 5 or 6 games it's going to take the Golden State Warriors to beat the Dallas Mavericks, and my prediction's really coming to reality here. I think they're going to win in 5. I think, Golden State has it. They're playing at home. They do great in home playoff games. The last time they lost was back in 2019 against the Toronto Raptors. And then before that was the Game 7 in 2016 against the Cleveland Cavaliers and LeBron James. And we saw what happened in that series. That was the most iconic series we've ever seen, probably. In 2016 NBA Finals down 3-1. We all saw what LeBron James did. Made history yet again. But people still hate on LeBron. But, I won't mention LeBron because he's not in the playoffs right now. And I get all that. And to me, that still blows my mind. It really does. Me being a diehard LeBron James fan, it kind of hurts me. It really does. But seeing the Warriors, what they developed into right now, and I think, the X factor for the Golden State Warriors is definitely Andrew Wiggins right now. 100% in this series. Having to guard Luka, and yes, Luka's been having his way here and there, but in Game 1, Luka, he only had 20 points. And to me, that was the setting right there of what Andrew Wiggins brought to the table. Former number 1 draft pick in 2014. Andrew Wiggins, he's got buddies. We saw the dunk he made on Luka. I mean, but look, not to take away Luka's greatness. He's a great player. Like 42 in Game 2, 40 in Game 3, and then 30 in Game 4 with the Game 4 victory for the Dallas Mavericks and Luka. I just think for the Dallas Mavericks moving forward, I think, it's over for you guys. You guys are not going to win a Game 5 at Golden State. I think it's going to be all Warriors. Klay Thompson playing at home. He's due for a big game. He really is. When I say big game for Klay Thompson, I mean 30-plus points a game, dude. Really, that is Klay classic Thompson right there. His 30-plus points, he's due for that. But I just think for Steph Curry, 21 in Game 1, 32 in Game 2, 31 in Game 3, and then 20 with the loss in Game 4. But I just think, for Steph and Golden State right now, they're the team, dude. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care who you have. Golden State Warriors are my team. I've been telling you guys for over 2 months now. Heavy bets going on Golden State here to win. Definitely in the past week and a half. Now, I saw Golden State a month and a half ago, kind of on their heels in a way, but I just saw something in Steph and Draymond and Klay coming back. I said, you know what? This is the team to beat, man. Andrew Wiggins coming off the bench. Then we have Kevin Looney coming off the bench, the big man, getting boards after boards. And I think this is great for Golden State, a spark for them. I just think for Draymond Green, those guys like him, dude. Now, you can't replace a Draymond Green on Golden State. You just can't, dude. He's just so gifted in being able to do what he wants to do. I just think for Draymond here, get in the flow of shooting a little bit more. Now, when I say shooting, I don't mean threes. I mean jump shots. We saw Draymond's earlier in his career shoot jump shots a lot. Little 15, 14-footers. And I think apply that. If I'm Steve Kerr, I'm saying, this is the game, Draymond, to get a feel for your touch again. Now, a lot of people are like, Draymond Green had a touch. Dude, I'm telling you, he had a little nice jumper here and there. Mid-range shots. I want to see that type of Draymond come back and elevate that in his game to where we haven't seen that in a while. The most I recall is the 2016 NBA Finals where he dropped 32 in Game 7, and that was the Draymond that we're, hey, this is the snap-off version of Draymond right here. And that's what he's got to go. And I think that's the Draymond we want to see in Game 5 and also in the NBA Finals this year. I want to see that type of Draymond, and we're going to see the energy from Draymond. Absolutely. We're going to see the diving after the ball, the boards, all that. That's what Golden State needs. And obviously Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, those guys. And Jordan Poole, not to mention he's an up-and-coming young superstar coming off the bench. I think Jordan Poole, dude, he is legit. He's nice. He wants to be like Steph Curry. Who doesn't? But I just think nobody can be like Steph Curry, man. I mean, Steph Curry's a special talent. And Jordan Poole kind of plays like Steph Curry. Wants to three, wants to get to the bucket as well. But I think the X factor in this series against the Mavs is their ability to get to the bucket. It's not even shooting the threes for Golden State in this series. It's being able to drive. And I think Golden State, a lot of the times, in the past couple years, is they rely so much on the three. It's like, dude, you guys can drive to the bucket here. You guys can create opportunities, create threes from different players. And I think Steph Curry realized it in this series is saying, let's get to the cup more. They're playing us for the three. Let's drive and kick off. Hit the center. Whatever we want to do, really, is what we're going to do. And I think that's what Golden State's implying this game right now in this series is creating more jump shots, creating more layups in the lane type of twos instead of just relying all time on their threes. And I think that's the difference with the Warriors right now. And I think, Warriors all day, minus 310 money line Warriors. I would take that all day. Plus 245 money line for the Mavericks coming into game 5. I think it's a long shot. I really do. I think the Mavericks are going to have to play perfect basketball. Luka's going to have to go for 40 plus. A lot of things are going to have to happen for the Dallas Mavericks to get the upset here. I just don't see it. Warriors playing at home. They're one game away from the NBA Finals and 4 games away from another NBA championship for Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green. I mean, we can't make this up. This is a dynasty. If the Golden State Warriors win this year in 2022, this is an absolute dynasty, dude. We have to label them as a true dynasty, man. 4 NBA championships in what? Less than what? How many years? 8, 9 years? This is unbelievable. What the Golden State Warriors have done right now, it's been iconic. So I'm going Golden State Warriors. The Heat Celtics is going to be an epic matchup. Game 5 is going to be crazy. But I got the Warriors waiting for the NBA championship, baby. They're still my team. Throw heavy money on it, baby. It's the Cloud with Cap show. Let's go!